Look, one would have to suggest that for a little while, yes, they were when we saw the initial outbreak of war between the Ukraine and Russia. Markets just generally panicked and headed for some safe haven assets, and commodities were seen as that primarily. We've seen a lift in inflation, and that's what's driving investors back towards that market. But as the war's dragged on, and we start to get ideas of how the sanctions are going to hurt Russia and where the sanctions are going to hurt Russia and what the actual war impact is having, you've seen investors now starting to more, I guess, focus on particular commodities, particularly those commodities, A, that Russia exports, or B, that the Ukraine are involved with, and that's the likes of aluminium, nickel, and also wheats coming out of the Ukraine and Russia, and of course natural gas and to a lesser but not quite extent oil. And we've started to see more action in those particular types of areas. So look, overall, yes, there was a nexus between the war and commodities broadly, but that was brought on because of inflation. And now we are starting to see that segmentation as unfortunately that war drags on.
David, we're getting numbers out from Rusal. Revenue for the year increased by 40% to just under 12 billion US dollars. Is that looking like a last hurrah, especially considering the commentary and the guidance? Rusal saying the company may potentially face difficulties in the supply of equipment, which may lead to a postponement of investment projects.
Yeah, look, and I think that's really where the key is, as I've been saying. We're now starting to just see where some of these hurts are going to come inside Russia, and of course they will be one of the first ones that probably will be singled out. So look, overall, we do think that when you look at what they're saying, yes, it's not going to be good for them, but it's probably going to be quite good for the other bigger explorers, especially bigger producers inside the US. We have seen significant uplifts in revenues across the board in the energy sector, and we do expect the oil price to, on average, stay certainly higher this year as well. So we're not going to see a one-horse pony. We'll probably see at least a couple of years of good numbers coming out of the energy sector. As for Russian producers, I wouldn't want to be in their shoes at this point in time.